guys? It's the first episode of the Tiro Cast, featuring my boy Shilly. How you doing, Shilly?
Doing good, man. Glad to be here.
Hey, proud to have you, man. Hey, this is the first episode, and I'm glad to have you on it. And go ahead and tell me a little bit about Shilly.
A little bit about Shilly. Well, I used to only play Call of Duty. I'm a Call of Duty nerd. Play Call of Duty for like 10 years. Later, that's all I did. Now I'm transferring over to PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Check out the stream. I don't really know, man. That's pretty much it. I'm a chill guy. I'm a fun guy, as my Twitch channel's been saying the last couple days.
Yeah.
Just like to have fun, play video games, and that's about it, man. I don't really know. Tough question.
So, like, where did Shilly start? What was the first game/gaming console you ever played?
The first game that I ever. I mean, I guess I always played like I've always been a Sony guy. Started PlayStation 1, sports games, like Madden, NFL 2K5, the greatest NFL game of all time, by the way. But the first like game that like really got me into like gaming and like wanting to like have it as like my main hobby, I guess, is Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Really?
I was Master Prestige on that. It was like there's like 20 prestiges or whatever it was. I have like almost 3 months on that game played. It was the greatest game of all time. So that's kind of what really got me into gaming.
What console did you play that on?
PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you was a PS kid growing up, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Sony.
Greatest console.
So how did you come up in this thing? What made you want to like play Call of Duty?
So I actually switched to Xbox 360
Mhm.
in the middle of Black Ops 2, and I got put into a league play with Proofy, Hastro, Rambo. Yeah, Proofy, Hastro, and Rambo. And back in the day, those were like the three, like some of the biggest names in Call of Duty, and that was like, it was like probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, and that kind of like really propelled me to like start watching Twitch streams and watch these pros and follow the pros, and it's kind of what propelled me to want to be, what never worked out, but I want to be a professional gamer in Call of Duty. It didn't work out that way, but it was a fun ride while I was trying to pursue that.
Yeah. So you say you stream on Twitch, right? So
Oh yeah.
So how hard was it to get known on Twitch? How hard was it to like? Did it take a lot of time to get all your viewers and stuff in your little community that you become? Because I've been following you for over a year and a half now, and you've grown since I've started watching you back in World War II. Like how many days did you have to stream to like get like a really good community?
Yeah, so for Call of Duty, when I used to stream, I don't really stream CoD anymore. When I used to stream CoD, I would pull like nothing huge, like 5 viewers, 6 viewers I was averaging. But it takes a long time, man, especially in the Call of Duty community. I feel like it's very hard to find people who aren't out for themselves. I feel like that's just a toxic culture trait, I guess. But I would say I've been streaming for almost 3 years now. So I think I created my account in 2016. So I mean, it took all of a year to even get a little bit of traction.
Yeah. So when did you like? What game did you really start like streaming and like really getting into?
I would say I started streaming in beginning of World War II.
Beginning of World War II.
Heavy. Yeah, I mean, I tried streaming before that, but it was very like inconsistent. I was streaming for like 3 days, quit for like 2 months. But World War II is when I finally started. I was gonna get a good schedule going, 4 or 5 times a week, and just see what happens.
So do you think it's harder to get affiliated now than it was like a year ago? Like when people were really starting to actually see how good it was. Do you think it's harder for people to be affiliated and grow a community now in Call of Duty, since you say it's like such a toxic community and everybody's out for themselves?
Harder to get affiliated? No. Harder to build a community? Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's harder to build people to be in your stream every day than it is to just get affiliated. I think affiliate is just the grind. If you grind for a month, you'll get it. But getting people to actually stay in your stream for 30 to 45, or even when you start to close, I think it's a little bit harder to do that than it is just get affiliated. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you have kids, especially like when you're running GBs and league play. Someone will come in there, follow your stream, say what's up, and you'll never see them again. You know what I mean? So it's hard in that 15 minutes to get anything going.
Yeah, so you must have experienced that. You explained that pretty well. People just coming in and falling, and like you never see them again.
Oh yeah, they'll come back like 6 months later, be like, "Yo, you remember me?" Like, "Oh, yo, what's up, man?" And then it'll be like 10 minutes of communication, and you'll see them again in 3 more months. And it's just, I mean, it's nice. I mean, they stop back, but it's nothing consistent, you know.
Yeah,
There's too many people, too many hands in the pot, and it's hard if you're not known. You know, a lot of these pro gamers that started back in Black Ops 1 are still the. I mean, there's really not many people who started in Black Ops who didn't start in Black Ops 1 that are like really known now, especially in streaming.
yeah. See, cause like that's how it was. I think we played in a league play match and on World War II, and like the next 30 minutes, I finally looked you up on Twitch, and like I've been following you ever since that league play match and stopping in, and now we've become pretty good friends. You know, play games
Yeah,
every once in a
absolutely.
while. You know.
Absolutely, you're one of the rare ones to come by, say what's up, chill on the stream.
Now you said you competed in World War II, didn't you?
I did. I went to one LAN in my entire life, and I in World War II. It was in World War II, yeah.
So was it, so that must have just been your biggest esports event you've been to.
Yeah. So what had happened was I've always wanted to go to an event like in Ghosts was probably my best game. I play. I got. I wouldn't say I'd like somewhat known, but I was playing against some decent kids like in scrims and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you're familiar with Darth at all. That was like a decent sized org back in Ghost. It was like an amateur org. Like they placed. No, they weren't like great, but T48 team.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like kind of like one on the outside looking in for a while. I was chilling with the guys, and I had snapped my ghost disc. I popped it out. I was playing. What's the map? I can't remember the map. I got joked. Popped the disc out. Snapped it. Popped the disc out. Snapped it in half. Didn't play for 4 months.
Yeah.
And basically, like a week after I snapped my disc, they had asked if I wanted to go to the event with them. I can't remember what event it was, but there was an event coming up because they dropped their fourth, and I was like, well, I snapped my disc. I can't buy a new one, so that kind of went away. And then World War II kind of came around. I got hooked up with I think you're familiar with it, Cleve.
Yeah.
And Nate Drundle, and they kind of needed a fourth for Anaheim, and I said, you know what, let's just do it. And I went. Didn't do too hot, but it was fun.
Hey, I heard Anaheim is like the best.
Oh, it was wild, dude. It was. I mean, it would have been nice if Optic would have won, but that was nice. They weren't doing very hot. So I mean, the finals. I can't remember who was in the finals. I think it was like Red Reserve, maybe. I don't even know. But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the huge insane finals like it would have been with Optic, but it was still a great time.
Yeah, I heard Anaheim's like the best, like scenery and like just the best event all year round. Like everybody goes to that one. Like I wish I would have went to this past one.
Should have, man. The last one.
Yep. So, do you think? She said you're getting into PC gaming. So, do you think you'll ever compete in COD again?
No.
You don't think so? You
No,
just gonna?
I'm trying to distance myself from the COD community for a little bit just to see. I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm trying to surround myself with positive vibes, and I've got some people that I've been playing with, you included, that are pretty much for the most part, I would say 98% positive vibes, and that's huge for me right now. I can't. I'm trying to have fun gaming now, and I just feel like negative vibes is just not the way to go.
Yeah, do you think the community is going to like a different turn? Like I've noticed in the past 2 years, like just everybody's like so, like they have egos. I mean, egos have been around for a long time, but like their egos, and they're like they just want to be like self-made and do like try and join the team that they know they'll win on, that's like way better than them, but they'll ego everybody else that they could probably have a chance to move on with. Do you think the community is just going to be even more toxic next year?
I don't know, man, and I don't know if it's gotten more toxic the last 2 years or if I've grown up, because I used to be pretty toxic back in the day, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty bad. Ask anyone that I played with for a long time, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's probably gonna get more toxic, to be honest. It's to the point where I don't know if there's any way to turn it around. I mean, you can't even get into a league play and have a bad map without someone going into game chat and letting you know about it.
Yeah, it's just like I was playing CS:GO last night, and these kids were calling me trash at the game, and then the next 3 rounds I got 2 double pieces, and yeah, it's just like they're quick to react. They see somebody that's not doing good one round, and they're very quick to react and let you know their thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, every once in a while, I don't like to say too much to them, but like every once in a while, I just gotta. Has anybody ever played better that they've played with and talked, ripped on the whole game? Like, has that made anybody play better around them? Because I don't know. I'd love to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't think that.
like you're terrible. Oh, and then like that's just gonna make
Yeah, it's just
that just puts that person down, man.
it's like your whole like what you're thinking about, what you're gonna do next round is just out in the trash can. You know, it's like,
now I'm
oh
depressed.
yeah, it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'm scared to walk around the corner here and get shot, and then like, what's gonna come out on the other end of that mic? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man. So since we're on this COD subject, what do you think about Modern Warfare? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. I haven't even watched the trailer yet.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm not. That's how like uninvolved I am with COD nowadays. Like I haven't watched the trailer. I haven't watched. I think they did something at E3. I don't know. I haven't watched any of it.
Wow. I didn't expect that. I thought you would have already watched it.
No, I mean I've obviously seen the tweets and I know it's obviously Modern Warfare. It's not the same story that it was, but the similar. So I mean, if they can somehow bring back the feeling of Modern Warfare and like, I just don't. I'm of the belief that. I mean, how many people do you talk to now that want to go back and play World War II, eights, money eights, and those are the same people that during the game said the game was trash and never go back. I just think that the games aren't as bad as they really are, and you know what I mean. I don't know.
Is it sad that I actually re-downloaded World War II?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like people ripped on that game all year, and then now they're re-downloading it because this cut isn't good. So I'm hoping that people will give the game a chance and actually just not rip on the small things and actually look at the overall game. You know.
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited about it. Honestly, if it's as good as they're talking about, like at E3 and whatnot, I think it's gonna be good. I honestly think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, bring back the OG. I think I heard that the FAMAS is coming back. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, the M4, the P90, the FAMAS, the Spaz 12, all the good stuff, man. All the good stuff.
Bring back the nostalgia of all the good times.
Oh yeah, kids could not. They think trash talking's fun now. They would not live a day in Modern Warfare 2 lobbies. Would not.
Oh no,
not at all.
Absolutely not, man. You used to get like hour-long, like arguments, like just the whole lobby wouldn't leave, and you just be in there just arguing for hours.
Yeah. So.
And then you'd be friends after too. It'd be great.
Yeah, totally. So since we're talking about gaming and stuff, I know we've been playing a lot of Battalion 1944. What's your overall like? What do you think about it?
Good game, man. It just needs to get the numbers right now. I think if I look right now, I think I was looking before and it was at like the peak was 9,000.
Yeah.
And that's good, but with that you can't play ranked because you're never going to be able to. You go into lobbies and you're with there's like wide variety of ranks, and it's not good for the community, I don't think.
Yeah. I think it's still pretty new. I think people are still learning about it. You know what I'm saying? And especially with all these big streamers playing it and whatnot. I think it'll grow. I give it 2 months, and I think it'll grow.
I hope so.
Speaking about growing, do you think it'll ever be competitive? Like it'll have an esport? You know? Do you think it'll ever get big?
I think so. I think that I think that's what it's made for. I think the developers. I played it back. I looked, and it was actually February of 2018, and it came out like purely as a competitive game. And I think they kind of reworked it and try to make it more casual friendly. But I think they're gonna try and push competitive more than anything. So I hope it works.
Yeah, I do too. It's a fun game to play, man. Of course, I just I just started on PC, so I'm still kind of learning everything, but it's coming along. I really enjoy playing it. Of course, it's like the only other game I really have besides Counter-Strike.
Yeah, no, and PC takes forever to learn, man. That took me so long to even just feel comfortable.
Yeah, it was nuts. All right, so moving on to some different topics here. If you can meet any streamer or esports competitive player, who would it be? Killislaus.
Adam Killislaus, 129%.
Woo!
That man
Killislaus.
is on just a different wavelength than any other player that's ever played the game. It actually makes me mad that he's not on a team or even involved really in any way, shape, or form with an organization.
I heard he's coming back from Modern Warfare.
I hope so. He's got the passion. You know?
He does. I promise you, you put that man with some good players, bro, they're winning a chip.
Oh, for sure. I feel like if anyone has a conversation, like a decent like an hour, like I don't know if you watch the eavesdrop with Hex and Killa, but I mean, if you have like an hour, 2 hours conversation with Killa, you're leaving that conversation like a different person. I feel like just the knowledge that man is able to drop on you.
Yeah.
So, how about you? Who would you pick?
Honestly, bro, I know this is probably gonna be biased, and some people's probably gonna call me a fanboy, but it's Nate Shot, man. Nate Shot, he's my favorite out of anybody. I've watched him since I was little, little 6th grader, watching him on the bus, downloading YouTube videos on a different app, watching him all the way home and all the way to school, and then getting my iPod taken away from principal for 2 weeks because I was watching it in the lunchroom. That's my favorite, man. I don't know, man. Like his podcast that he's made, Self-Made, bro. Like he is literally, I mean, of course with the help of Hex, man. But I mean, self-made. I mean, look what he's done with 100 Thieves. The kid's outstanding. I think he's doing pretty good, honestly. And I hope it stays that way, And like Hex told him, he said he hopes that he doesn't make decisions like he made, like selling it completely out. And then look what happened,
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it'd have to be Nate Shot for me. That's my idol, bro.
That's a good one. Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah, sure. He is. But so what org are you a part of now?
Panic Gaming, baby.
Panic, you back with Panic, huh? With Cleve and all of them.
Yeah, just a bunch of good guys, man. Bunch of great guys.
They got a pretty good content squad over there, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. I definitely need to get more involved with like everyone that's in there. There's people I haven't talked to, but like Static, obviously, fucking amazing guy. Cleve, you got, I don't know if you know who Purdue is, Jay Purdue.
I think I've played with him a little bit with you.
Yeah, it's just good guys that kind of like I just said, kind of going back to the good vibes thing. Just a bunch of good vibes. They're never really you get angry every once in a while, but it's not just where you get on and you're just constantly just being put into a bad mood.
Yeah. So weren't you like on an org named C3?
C3, yeah.
And I know there's a couple of people that we've been playing with. I think Jay plays for like streams for C3.
I don't. Yeah, does he? I don't know. The way that ended was kind of wild to me. I don't know.
So what made you leave?
I didn't leave. I got dropped.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, when was that, man? I don't even know. First off, shout out to Cleve for letting me join back up because I had left Panic to join C3. So basically, I got talked into it by Snapshots. He's like, "Yo, this org's gonna like really help everybody out, blah blah blah." And like at that time, like it was like I was only playing Call of Duty, and that was like the start of like where I'm like, I don't want to play Call of Duty anymore. Like this isn't fun. Yeah. It's boring. So I didn't stream or do anything for like 2 months, and I was just kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. And they're like, "All right, well, if you're not gonna do anything, then I mean, they dropped everybody. To be fair, they dropped like everybody. Yeah.
Wow, that's low.
But it was it was kind of a big mess. Just the way they did it, it wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, it was a good experience. I met a lot of good. That's how I met Jay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's all. I think that's how it is, man. When you join orgs, you meet a lot of different people. People join and people go, and you still have those friendships with people. That's a good thing about being with the organization. It to me, it's like a big friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I know you like owned an organization for a little bit. Do you think you'll ever bring that back up again, or are you just gonna keep joining them?
Yeah, good old guy. Yeah, Greed Gaming. 100%, dude. I was motivated for like 3 months, and I actually had a team go to I don't know, something. It was an event in Columbus. AGN.
AGN, yeah.
Columbus, yeah. I picked up a God Squad, or dude. So I
Mm.
thought. I mean, they were a good team. I don't know if you know like GB Clutch. It was just a bunch of like literally like S&D stars, like some of the top paid S&D stars, and they
Mm.
didn't do so hot. So I invested like all that money, and I was kind of like, well, honestly, like where is this even going? Like I didn't, so I kind of just stopped messing around with that and wanted to focus on my personal brand.
Mm.
If I ever like quote unquote make it, I would for sure love to like. I probably wouldn't start an org, but I'd want to be involved in one. I think, especially like me now being, I have a business degree and whatnot.
Yeah.
Could definitely do it, but
So what you're saying is you'd probably invest in something and be like a co-owner.
I don't know if I would invest, but I think I would be like I would like being like a I don't know like a manager, like I don't know social media. I went to school for social media, so like I
Yeah.
mess around with social media. I don't know, just something. I don't know if I'd want like all that responsibility, but if it was given to me, I'd probably take it.
Yeah. So if there was an org you could ever be a part of, what would it be?
Dude, I would have said 100 Thieves, but I'm not a big Courage fan, low key. And I don't know, like, dude, like I don't know why he's a great guy. Like I watch his stream every once in a while, but I don't know. I think I would probably join FaZe, honestly.
FaZe with Nick Merckx, huh?
I think FaZe. Dude, I'm a huge Nick Merckx fan, but FaZe like even more than Optic. Like obviously I knew of Optic, but like I used to watch the FaZe guys like religiously. I would get in bed, whatever night it was, and literally go through Adapt, Blaziken, Rain, Banks if he uploaded a video, like literally the whole uh, roster of whoever was uploading for FaZe.
Yeah.
So I mean that would be dope to like be involved with, and that like I said, there are a lot of good vibes too. It seems like, and they got a good thing going there.
Yo, the three people I used to watch every time I used to go to bed when I was like a little bit younger was Nade, FaZe Adapt, and Scumpy, bro. Every day. Especially when they were uploading every day. Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Every time before I go to bed. Straight watch their video from the day. It was those three people every time.
I wish Scump uploaded more too.
Yeah, man, I'm not quite understanding why they just quit, man. Like, I mean, he's got a whole brand, and I mean, obviously, people still watch his videos over and over because they go up every day, from trending, or they just type in something, it pops up. I guess that's just how YouTube works, man. People just constantly watch them,
Yeah, it's probably hard. It's probably harder said than done, or harder done than said. I don't know. But I always thought like if I had like what does Scump have like 3 million subscribers on YouTube? I always said like I always thought if I had 3 million, like there's no way I wouldn't upload. I would upload every single day and just
Yeah, see
just rake it in.
Yeah, that's how I want to be, man. Like I'm recently starting to get back into all of it, and trying to think of ideas, and like I bought a camera to vlog and stuff like that, and I just really want to get into it, man. Like maybe make something out of it, like a hobby, and then maybe it'll turn out big one day,
Yeah, you gotta find that niche nowadays.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's hard to find. Like I've been there. Like I'm like, man, what can I like? What has been done? But like, well, how can I do it different?
Yeah. So since we're making a podcast, do you watch any other podcasts? Is there like a favorite you like to watch?
I've gotten into podcasts. Obviously I did watch the Nate Shot and Courage podcast, both of them. I didn't watch the whole Pokemon one, but the Valkyrie one was really good. I'm actually a big fan of Valkyrie, so that was a good podcast.
Yeah,
Self-made with Hex.
dude, it would be dope if I could get like a big name streamer to come on the podcast, dude. That would be like that's a goal. Have like a big person hit up the podcast. It'd be crazy, if Hex called me, hey, I'm flying you out to Frisco,
Tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, that would be lit. I would be packing up my bags and calling into work.
Dude, for sure that you have to.
Yeah, that would be like a once in a lifetime thing. So, since we're talking about, been talking about orgs and Hex and everything, what do you think's gonna happen to Optic COD? Do you think they're gonna keep the COD team? Do you think it's just all gonna vanish and players are gonna be bought out? Or there's a lot of rumors we could talk about here,
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like being in business, I can't think of a reasonable explanation as to why they would get rid of Optic altogether.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. basically, if I were Immortals or whoever bought out Optic, or number one, it's first off, hashtag fuck Jay.
Yeah.
But like, the way I'm looking at it is, why wouldn't Immortals just keep Optic, literally actually let Hex run it, and just go on with their day? Like, they're not
just sit there and make the cash while somebody else is running it the way that it's been ran forever, you know?
Exactly. Just do what whoever that other organization didn't do. So I mean, and all it needs to be is the COD team, maybe a CS team. I mean, the Optic fans really never. I mean, me personally, I never wanted any other team besides the COD team for Optic, and never really even watched any other. I mean, I guess Halo when Maniac was on it and like Flamesword, but after they left, I stopped watching as well. So I think the OG fans just want the COD team to stay.
Yeah, like, can you just imagine what's going through, like, Crim6, he's been there for a while, but even like Scumpy, man, been there since 17 years old, bro. Can you just imagine like wearing the Optic colors for that long, and then all of a sudden you have to wear somebody else's colors? Do you think it's gonna bother him at all? Do you think it's gonna bother them to wear something else besides Optic green?
Probably not. Not if there's no one else wearing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they got dropped and then there's other people wearing that, I don't think so. And I don't know. I mean, probably a part of it will be, but I don't think it'll be like a I don't want to be here type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, over the weekend when Dexterito was interviewing Karma and Crim6 over the weekend at Anaheim, Crim did say if he's not going to retire if he don't get to wear Optic green, he's going to win 40 chips. Do you think he said he's probably going to retire after 40 chips. Do you think he's going to retire after 40 chips? Do you think he'll live up to that?
Is he going to get 40 chips?
Yeah, do you think he'll get up to 40?
What's he even at?
I think he's like at 34, 35. It's in the 30s, man. I know for sure.
You know what? I think he might. And you know what? I hope he does, because that dude is an absolute legend. And you know what? I don't know if you do this at all. I mean, you're younger than I am, but I always with this gaming thing, I don't know. I'm kind of self-conscious about age and whatnot. So I want Crim6 older than me. He can play for as long as he wants. That makes me feel better about me just gaming all night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Win those 40 chips and then keep on going, my guy. Just keep on going. Let me.
Yeah, make that money, man. Like, he is literally the top Call of Duty player with the most championships under his belt. Like, the most chips underneath his belt. Like, why not, man? Just keep doing it. And it's just like Karma, man. 3 rings. I hope he gets a 4th one, you know? Just keep going, man, until you can't play no more, you know?
Yeah. And especially with Crim6, players like that, he just loves the game. It's not like he's just doing it for the money. Like, that dude just loves playing COD, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's nuts, dude. Like, can you imagine winning 35, 34, like, championships, dude? Like, can you imagine how much money he's made? It's nuts to me. Like, 30-something times getting hold up a check and a trophy. It's nuts.
He's nuts.
It's nuts to me. But, man, that's all I got. You got any questions for Tiro here? You got any questions for me that you wanted to add to this?
How's the org doing, man?
Dude, the org is popping off. Like, I don't think I've been a part, like, co-owning one, and then I've owned another one. But this one has got to be the most successful one I've ever owned. I guess just because I've worked so hard in the past 2 weeks to do it all. And put people in positions to help me out when I can't, you know? Like, I don't have all the stress on me. I have an outstanding management team, literally. Like, they're awesome. Yeah, it might be some buddies, and like my other friend Thomas, he's actually going. I think he's going in business too, so he's got a more level head than I do. Like say you know, you went to business, like, you know, they know a little bit more about companies, I guess. And like they helped me out with like sending the emails to sponsorships. I got all my sponsorships in 3 days, every one of them. And it was not one of those ones you just fill a deal out on their website and like you get a code right after you submit it. it was literally I had to wait a day and a half, and then I got an email from whoever their social media email, whatever you want to call it, people sent me an email on the org email and said that I was approved for sponsorship, and I got my code. And then what the funniest thing, since we're talking about sponsorships here, was the apparel. The apparel line people were blowing my inbox up on the team Twitter. Like, that never happened before. I don't know what it was, but just for some reason I had like 6 apparel companies like message me throughout the whole day. And I was like, man, I don't know which one to choose. I had chose Dash Threads before, like, should I do it again, Well, I eventually did because they gave me a heck of a deal. And I got another one in mind. I'm just trying to work something out with them. But the line that I got right now, it's pretty dope. Got a baseball jersey on the way. We'll see how their deals look. And then my buddy that has an Oregon St. Louis, he goes through Sector 6. And their apparel line is like really, really good. Like, the quality of it is like outstanding. And so kind of working with them trying to get something going. But man, they got some big name people underneath their store, like some top AM teams underneath their store. And I believe Mind Freak is actually part of their store as well. And it's just like, I don't know, it's a longer process for like big name companies. You know what I'm saying? But after I got all the sponsorships and stuff done, I didn't really want to like jump into like, oh, I'm gonna get a COD team here, or I'm gonna get a CS:GO team or a League of Legends team or whatever. I'm rolling with the punches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I don't want to rush into anything. I kind of want to look at all the options first. I guess that's what I did wrong in all the other ones that didn't really go very well. I wanted to, just roll with it and see where it leads, because it's been going great so far. And, picking up 4 streamers, I got them tweeting it out every day and helping them grow. And every one of them, they got like 6, 7 plus in their streams on the daily. I took a lot of time to, research the people. And it's been going great, man. I got a lot of things in the works. I'm wanting to get a stream manager to like work with all the streamers and make sure they got everything they need. And I got a awesome graphics designer, man. The kid's doing amazing work. He's actually from Missouri. Figured that out. I saw it in his Behance profile when I was looking him up. The kid's amazing, man. Like, it's crazy what you can do with a downloaded deal like Photoshop on the computer to make something so outstanding. Like, that stuff just amazes me. I can't do it for sure. Can you make cool stuff on Photoshop?
Nah, I'm colorblind, bro. I wish I could, dude. I thought about like trying to I just can't. I can't put the colors together,
It just amazes me what those people can do. Like, sometimes people get aggravated with their prices, but like, can you make that for $10? You know what I'm saying? it's I don't know, but back on the org deal, the org's going great, man. I'm really proud of what it's become. I hope it keeps rolling this way. Just keep being successful is just my main goal. Making sure everybody's happy. Because, a lot of orgs out there, man, that you don't ever get to, like, interact with, like, the owner or, like, the president or general manager. You're always talking to, like, your higher up, like, streamers or your COD captain, I think that's what's, like, wrong with a bunch of these big-name amateur orgs, man. A lot of the people in the organization doesn't really, like, interact with, the players or the streamers or even the community that they've grown. And I want to be that type of person, and just be there for them and create a friendship, Right. Like, I've been playing with the streamers for like the past 3 days, man, having a great time. Been streaming every day with them. It's been great, man. I'm super proud of where it's come, how it's come up, and how it's going. Yeah, man.
What are they streaming usually?
I got one guy that streams Destiny 2 a lot. Kids go, honestly. And then one guy play Crimrock. He plays Rainbow Six. Like, he's Diamond Division in Rainbow Six. The kid, dude, he's really good. I sat there and watched him for 3 hours the other night while he was playing. He's really good. He also plays CoD too, and I'm thinking about possibly getting an AFD team for him because him and all the people that he plays with down there in Florida, man, they're a whole different breed down there, dude. That like that internet and everything, bro. The kids are actually pretty good down there in Florida. And then Data, he streams COD every once in a while, but he's been getting back up ever since I talked him into it, to use that, because he used to grind all the time, streaming, and I finally got him back into it, and he's been doing pretty good. And then the other person, Mike, he streams just about a little bit of everything. He's like an all around gamer. Whatever he feels like playing, man, he's streaming it. And the kid, he's got a lot of people in his chat and the community that he's grown for whatever, how he did it, I don't know, but he's got a lot of people in there, and I'm proud to have him aboard. It's cool seeing people like that, like atting you on Twitter and like, dang, I'm part of, we're part of something now. We've signed on with people that have a community, and it's cool to hop in the chat and like everybody's going crazy. And just because you're in there and he told you about it, it's crazy how, people tell, like, word of mouth goes,
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like when somebody big, like, raids you and, like, all those people in your chat and stuff like that. Like, you ever had somebody do that before, like a big raid, like hosted you with a whole bunch of people? I kind of get a little overwhelmed when that happens.
Yeah, I've got raided quite a bit, and just because I've been streaming for so long, I don't know. I've gotten raided by, I don't know if you know who Jay Cement is. He's number 2 GB rank. He streams quite a bit. He gets like 100 viewers. I think he hosted me like 80 one time. And then obviously, I kind of talked to him. I DM'd him. We talked for a while. He hosted me a couple times. But yeah, I agree. It's overwhelming because it's like I mean, you're just sitting there and it's just kind of like, even like a lot of the times your stream's kind of, for me anyway, the stream's kind of like dead, and then you're kind of just like chilling, playing a game, listening to music, and then next thing you got people just blowing up your chat, and you're like, you gotta like flip the switch,
Yeah, dude, it was like last night. I had like one person in the stream, and I was sitting there just playing CS:GO, man, just having a good time, just sitting there chilling, just looking back and forth at my chat box, and I'm sitting there and I'm just streaming, and then out of nowhere it pops up 7 viewers, and I'm like, where did these guys come from? And then like my stream starts going crazy and everybody's sitting there talking, and it I don't know, it's overwhelming at first, but then it's like, dang, this is pretty cool, I can actually interact with my chat and have a conversation with people.
Oh, for sure. Could you imagine having like 1,000?
Dude, I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up. I don't understand how they do it. I don't even know if they know how to do it, I guess they just pay attention to like their alerts that come up in their recent events on their Streamlabs, I guess. Like, hey, thanks for the sub, But
it's wild.
But yeah, everything's going good on my
sounds
part.
good. Sounds like you have like a lot of you have a good variety of like streamers. You know what I mean? It's not just COD.
Yeah.
So you'll get like a good variety of I guess branding outreach to like different communities.
Yeah. I like that too. It's just not watching the same thing over and over. You get to watch somebody raid bosses on Destiny 2 or play Borderlands 2. I never got into Borderlands, but ever since Mike's been playing it, I've kind of like watched it a little bit and kind of learned a little bit about it. It looks pretty cool to play, but a little hard for me, but it looks cool,
Right.
It's cool seeing people that, you've made a friendship with in the last week, and seeing, them being good at what they like playing, instead of, I can go and watch COD all day and get bored at somebody because, I can play that every day, but like watching something different is, I don't know, it's pretty cool to me.
Oh, for sure. I love watching games that I suck at. And it's like
Yeah,
these dudes are just wild.
definitely
Like
CS:GO
Fortnite.
for me.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
CS, like, dude, I love watching the World Cup in Fortnite. It's just mind blowing to me, like how like final circle, 40 people in like on the side of a mountain. And if I'm in that game, number one, I'm not even in the final circle. But if I am in the final circle, like, there's no way I'm scaling that mountain like some of
Yeah,
these people do, like making plays, killing people while they're like building circle boxes. I don't know. It's wild.
but can you agree with me on this? Fortnite is not the same game it used to be. Like when it first came out, dude, it's changed so much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I played Fortnite like the first week it dropped on PC. I wish I would have kept grinding it, but yeah, that game was. I mean, people didn't even build, bro. It was like you were just running around having a good old time. You build a wall maybe,
Yeah,
and now if you can't build a 4-story fortress in 30 seconds, it doesn't even pay to load the game up.
yeah, I know it's nuts. So so while we're talking about Fortnite, would you rather play Fortnite on PC or console?
I don't know.
I can't play it in general.
I don't know. You would think I would enjoy playing it on console more just because I have that experience with the controller. But dude, I don't know. I don't. I feel like the movement feels super clunky to me on. So I think I would rather play it on PC. I usually play it on PC, but like I
So
said, not good.
since we're on the battle royale subject, what's your favorite battle royale?
H1Z1
Hands
Z1 Battle Royale.
hands
Not even
down.
close.
No,
Not even close. If the developers never ruined that game or never switched up recoil, that game would
mhm.
still be probably right around where PUBG is.
Yeah, speaking about PUBG, I love that game. I really like that game. Like
I don't know.
I've yet to play it on PC, but on console, dude, I really like it.
I've never played it on console, but I do play it every once in a while. I load it up, I parachute into a game, I die, and I close the app, and then that's kind of it for the week.
Hmm.
But
But yeah, it Battle Royale has like really got like really big in the past 2 years. Wouldn't you agree? Like
yeah,
I
I'm
feel
kind of
like
curious.
everybody's making a Battle Royale.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if it's gonna keep going that way. Like if it's gonna keep being battle royale, if there's gonna be something that we don't even know about yet. That's kind of what I'm waiting on, man. I need a new trend to just pop up. I don't know what it would be. With something that's new that no one's played that you can have, like everyone's a noob, and whoever grinds is just you know what I mean? Because I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of battle royales are just battle royales. If you're good at a battle royale, besides Fortnite, you pretty much can compete in all of them. But
Yeah. I so do you play a lot of Apex? What do you think about Apex?
it's a good game. I kind of got burnt out. Um, they got that new season though with the ranking system now. I should probably try it out and see what that's all about.
Yeah.
I wish there was solos, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, I think I got burnt out too because I played it for like 3 weeks straight, and it's just like I don't know. It's definitely different. I feel like it's more like Destiny played. If you've ever played Destiny, I feel
I
like
played
it's
the first one.
yeah. To me it's like that, but without all the lasers and you know.
Yeah, and I think the reason Fortnite's so big, honestly, going back to battle royale, is because it's not like with Apex, it's kind of the same thing every single game.
Mhm.
But like Fortnite, there's so many different variations, like how you can outplay somebody. There's different. I mean, what in Apex, there's 2 guns that you'd want.
Mm.
Fortnite, I mean, you can. I mean, obviously, there's more than there's only 2 great. I mean, I don't know, but there's you can like outplay people with like building and like there's different like movement mechanics and whatnot. It's just I don't know. So a
Mm.
game needs to implement that somehow without building. It will be good.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Fortnite's just way fast paced. Like if you can't keep up, you're definitely gonna go down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
And like you said, when they build like a 4-story fortress, dude, like when you watch the World Cup at the end when the circle's moving, dude, it's crazy how fast they build. Like I can't even do that on console.
Immediately.
Yeah, it's like it's just crazy.
Like in the blink of an eye, there's a
Yeah, they're about six stories above you and shooting down at you, and next thing you know, you're down. Like, what the crap?
I got one ramp built.
Like a little wall and ramp. That's how I used to play, man. That's how I used to be. Now it's build a freaking castle and kill 3 people, and then go to the next one, chop down 6 trees, and then build another castle. And
Facts.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy how games like have changed, and it feels like each year I guess it's going for better because like the community in Fortnite, I mean, it really like blew up. Like all these people having like Ninja, Tim, Dr. Lupo, and Courage and Nick having close to 100,000 people in their streams. It's do you think those are like teenage and whatnot, or do you think it's majority kids?
I always think about that.
Because like if you ever
like who do you want watching you? Like, you know what I mean? Like I think about that all the time. Like who do I like? Am I trying to show people that like I don't know? I'm assuming for Fortnite it's probably a younger generation, but there's a lot of older people in there too. Like 20 early 20s, probably even older people than that. You know what I mean? It's probably. But I don't know, man. But
I'm wanting to say it's about 60% 14 and under, because like I get on social media all the time, and they're, you know, that little TikTok deal or whatever, and it's got the Fortnite song, and they're dancing to it and stuff, and it's always kids. Or you go to Walmart, and kids are hitting the floss in the toy aisle while you're trying to go get some motor fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's like that kid plays Fortnite. Or you go to McDonald's, and they're going to the play area, and then out of nowhere they're doing some little dance move on Fortnite. That kid plays Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Or he's associated with that game. Like, it's crazy how Fortnite has come. They even have toys in Walmart. Fortnite. You seen those?
Oh yeah.
Like it. I don't know. It's just crazy how that game just blew up so fast. Do you think it'll ever die?
I don't know. I see, that's my thing. Like, so why is everyone saying that after the World Cup Fortnite's gonna die? Because why wouldn't they do another Fortnite World Cup?
I don't know. Honestly,
that's what I would wonder. Because like, you know, everyone's saying like, oh, after the World Cup, I'm quitting, blah blah blah. But like in my mind, like, did they ever come out and say they weren't doing another World Cup? Like, is that a thing?
I don't know, man. That's a good question that I really don't even.
Because if they do another World Cup, then no. But if this is just like a one-time thing, and they're just gonna be like, all right, well, we're just gonna always be a casual game.
Yeah.
Then I think that all those competitive players will find something else. Battalion, and
yeah,
and I think it would. I mean, it'll still be big, but it won't be as big as it is.
Yeah. Just imagine, all right, if like Fortnite does die and they do go to Battalion. I honestly think that'll be the next biggest game. The way that it's going right now with all these, you know, big name streamers, you know, playing it, but if even more bigger name streamers get into it, I really think it's gonna blow up even more.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Like, I haven't really seen Shroud play it that much. And he was the one who was like, and I guess I haven't really been watching too many streams, but I know he's not playing it right now. But he was the one who came out like, oh, this is the best game out right now.
Yeah.
He said that. And he hasn't, like, I'm assuming, like, after he says that he's going to grind it. So maybe it's not as great as we think it is.
Maybe they're just planning something out. Because I've seen them do that before. Like, they all pick a game, and then they just grind and grind and grind, and then next thing you know, everybody's playing this game, and then it's number 5 on Twitch with over 200K viewers in it. You know, I think it's just a matter of time. Like I said, I really think it's going to blow up. I think it's about to be to its peak.
I hope so, man. It'd be sick. It'd be a good. I think it deserves it.
Because even big name like COD players have been playing it. Krim had 9K people watching him, and then Tej and Dashy and Karma had 20K people watching him playing Battalion when they were all playing. Like the whole Optic COD team was playing it the other night before they went to Anaheim. And they had at least, it was like number 12 in Twitch rank, on the browse deal. You know how it's numbered to which game has the most views. It was like it was like 11 or 12, and it had over 60K views. Like it was popping before Anaheim. And then, like, now it's only got 9,000-10,000 views. But I'm telling you, I think it's only a matter of time. Because that game is really fun. I think a couple tweaks to some things. Like the face it. How to, like, invite people and stuff. There's some minor issues. And I think it'll be up there.
Oh, no doubt. I think it's got the potential for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree 100%.
The only thing that could kill it is the next COD, honestly.
Yeah.
Cross-platform, if competitive goes PC.
Dude, what do you think all these, like, amateur LANs, people are going to bring their PCs in there? People are going to show up.
Dude, it's going to kill the amateur scene. I mean, actually, the amateur scene will probably still be on PS4, honestly.
Yeah.
Or Xbox.
I can understand, like, a better quality playing on PC, but I think they're gonna ruin it, man. I honestly think they're gonna ruin the console because imagine if people want to play like big tournaments like CMG, they have to go out and spend around $1,000 for a PC rather than going and spending $400 for the new PS4 Pro. There's a big price difference in all that.
Oh, and all those young, especially like all like the, these high schoolers. No parent. I mean, I don't know. My parents for sure would not have. I mean, I had to buy my own PS3. No way in hell they were buying me a $1,200 PC to play COD.
Yeah, you should have saw my mom's face when I told her I went and bought this computer for $1,200.
Yeah, dude.
Even though I put it on my credit card, you know what I'm saying, she still was like, "Whoa, that's way too much." I'm like, "But I got a good deal."
Yeah. I don't know how long you want this to go, but I got a question for you. What do you think about like gaming being accessible? Do you think like it's gonna be more in the future? Because like my parents, even now, like they're like, dude, you need to like go do something, man. And it's like I don't know, like I just feel like it's a far reach, but like for me personally, I think it's worth like the grind because if it does work, it'd be fucking amazing. But I feel like a lot of parents don't understand like what we're even doing. Or what we're trying to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree to that personally. Like, my parents usually shove me outside and they're like, go ride your bike or something. And then as soon as I come in, I take a shower and I'm back on the game. Like, I don't know. I think everybody has a dream and a passion. And I don't think today's parents really realize because, their generation, they're outside playing till the streetlights come on. Our generation, we're I mean, some kids don't even go outside, but I mean, I do. You know what I'm saying? So some people don't even go outside, but I mean, I do. I get a little sun, and then like at nighttime, I'm at my setup. Because I think everybody has a dream or like a passion to do something. Like if I really grind, say Call of Duty, and I get picked up by an AM team, I think when you show the money, like the truth of it all, and you really show the money, or you bring home a check from a LAN, I think that'll change a lot of people's mindset. But there's so many people trying to do that, and so I think a lot of parents just don't understand, that it's really true. Like there is money to be made, sometimes not a lot, but it's still some you're bringing home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just gotta be realistic about it. Like for me, if I always think about this. Like if I can just get 300 subs, I'm chilling, bro. That's it. I've made it at that point because that's just money I like throw it into savings, go and like you can travel with that. You can do stuff I can't do right now because I'm broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's people out here like, oh, I need to get 200,000 subs like Ninja did that one week ever, and Fortnite was just popping right when I first got big.
Yeah. I mean, I got excited when I got 5 subs in one night. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the first night that I got affiliated, and I've been holding 5 to 4 subs. I'm just at that hold, Like, I don't get no more and I don't get no less. It's always 4 or 5 a month. And I would be happy with just 100 or 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then grow off of that. You know, just something I can receive a check to show my parents, like, hey, I actually did something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, all the time I put in, it was actually worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
I don't know where I saw it, but kind of going off like your 50 thing. Like, there was a graph, and it was once you hit 10,000 followers, like 10,000 followers and below, you average 0.5 followers per stream. And then after you hit 10,000 followers, it was like 5 followers per stream. It was wild, like, to see.
Yeah.
So I feel like going back to that, if you can hit 50 subs, like, it's just kind of like one of those things where it's like a mark there somewhere. You gotta find it. Once you can hit that, like, it's
yeah,
go time.
Yeah, there's like I said, I think it's all about, too, getting that community, actually doing stuff that people like, or like posting clips on Twitter and like getting people's attention. I think it's harder to get people's attention sometimes now, because everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. Like, Twitch has grown up, blowed up. YouTube is still pretty hard to get, subscribers and stuff. But I feel like if you do something wild, or like win a big tournament, and I think, you could get a pretty good community or a scene in your chat, or people commenting on your YouTube videos, or even verified on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Mixer.
Yeah. Yo, Mixer's blowed up too. I've been seeing a lot of that here lately.
I thought about it, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think I might just stick with Twitch.
I've been here for too long.
Yeah. It's like, I remember when it was Justin TV, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
I was like when everything was popping, like Black Ops 2 or whatever. I don't even know when it switched, but
it was right there in the middle of Black Ops 2. Because I remember all the other games were streamed on either MLG or Justin TV.
That's right, MLG TV.
Yeah, that's when all the streamers were popping, dude. Scumpy and Crim, Formal, Nade Shot, Adam Killislaws, Money Bows. All right, I got another question for you. Do you think Money Bows will ever come back to competing?
Dude, I don't know. Probably not. I feel like that guy, like, he's low key making big boss moves that we don't know about.
Yeah, that
we get to start that brand, Rich and Lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like he's just a hustler, dude. I feel like he's got some stuff going on that he doesn't have time for it. I mean, he streams, right? I don't know. I don't follow him on Twitch, but
yeah, he streams every now and then.
Actually, this needs to be talked about. Actually, when I first got into Black Ops 2, like when I first was on my grind, and I was a big Optic fanboy. I was Mbos was on Optic Nation.
Yeah,
I sent that fool 5 credits on game battles, and I'm not letting go of this grudge. I will have this grudge till the grave. I sent them 5 credits on GB for. It was back in the day when people would tweet out, because when GB was big, they tweet out like, "Yo, can I get 5 credits? I'll PayPal you."
Yeah.
This fool blocked me, bro. He straight up blocked my ass. And I honestly I don't know if I'm blocked on this Twitter anymore, but I made a new Twitter, but I was blocked, bro.
Wow.
Blocked.
That's nuts.
And the crazy thing was, I've had multiple Twitters over the years. Like, I've had 3 Twitters in between there, and I added him one time, and he blocked me on that Twitter too. So now I'm just kind of I don't say anything, but whenever I get the opportunity, I gotta say something, because that was
I'm gonna see
you
see you at Champs, man. You better have my 5 credit money.
My 750.
It's wild. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
He probably. What if he remembers? What if he actually
remembers, dude? I'm not the only one he did that to. There's no shot. I'm alone in this. I should tweet it out right now and see if I get a response.
Since we're talking about, blocking and stealing and cheating or whatever, do you think any like big time streamers or like pro players like cheated their way through the system?
What do you mean?
Like I guess, I don't know, like, you think they ever like did something like crazy or wicked to like say like I don't know how to explain it. Like they just like cheated their way through it. You know, like say they lied about something and like somebody else deserved it and then they got it instead of the other person. Like say if like when Nate Shot was coming up and he did something bizarre like out of the book and like lied on Scumpy to where he couldn't get the spot on the actual Optic Gaming and he got pushed down to Nation for something, and then Nate Shot's like making all the big money. Do you think anybody like that like actually like cheated their way through, like made like some big lie to get somebody else's spot?
I don't know if I would say somebody lied, but I 100%. I don't want to say I know 100%, but I feel like I would be lying if I said it never happened. There's for sure been people who've gone to like org leaders and been like, and kind of like finesse somebody off the team.
Yeah, that's the word, finesse.
Like for example, like Spacely, bro. Like the team was Team Space, and they qualified for the Pro League, and they just drop his ass. Like he didn't do anything to get him. Like that was my big, and that's kind of what turned me off of COD is seeing people qualify for the Pro League and getting absolutely finessed into the Pro League spot, and they just like that was their opportunity. Like, you know, when kids like, how pissed would you have been if you would have got your shot in the Pro League last year and you got dropped, and now you're in the AM bracket, can't get anyone to play with you, and you're like placing top 24 in the AM bracket. Like you had your shot, now it's gone.
Yeah, I that kind of had me bent too, because like they work so hard and then they just drop him. You know what I'm saying? Like that was dirty. That was real dirty.
Yeah. So yes, I think 100%. I think it's all just. I don't think there's any friends in that at all, honestly.
No. Do you think they even still talk? Havoc and Nagafin and Major Maniac Mox, do you think they ever talk to Spacely? Or do you think it's like a big beef?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. I guess it's like Nick Merckx and Nate Shot, how he said that he's gonna have beef forever with him.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty situation. I don't know whose side to be on for that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know the whole deal. But if it's a verbal 5%, there's nothing in writing.
I don't know. It's hard to. I think there's a lot of stuff, like they say, behind closed doors that they're not telling. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that going on, especially with Optic and Immortal, and then Nade Shot and Nick Merckx and Tfue versus FaZe. You know, I think there's a lot of stuff they just don't share with the media.
Right.
And I think a lot of it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, you know, because it could probably like tear somebody's career, you know. A lot of people maybe unfollow them on Twitch and, you know, stuff. I don't know. It's all eSports drama, man. Some stuff's interesting and some stuff's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that kind of just passed over.
Yeah.
But, oh.
Well, you got anything else you want to talk about?
That's all I got, man. That was a good one.
Yeah, that's all I got too. It was fun sitting here talking for the, you know, first podcast, Tiro Cast. Everybody that's been watching this podcast, make sure you follow PJ here. It's Shilly PJ on Twitter, right?
It is. And
then Shilly the Great on Twitch.tv, right?
Yeah, it's Shilly the Great right now. Dude, I'm so mad at myself. It's gonna be Shilly PJ in a month.
Well, anyways, y'all make sure to go follow my man PJ here on all social media. I'm working on getting this put on iTunes and Spotify, but it will definitely be on my YouTube channel, and I'll make sure to put all his info in the description. But Shilly, man, it's been fun. Thanks for kicking it off the first podcast, man. I'm excited to see who's gonna be on the next one.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me, and hopefully we'll be back at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Kick it again.
Oh yeah, we'll probably have maybe a big one, like a big maybe for 4 people in the cast.
We have to. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Get some questions rounded up and have a 2-hour podcast.
Dude, yeah, you could. There's some stuff you could probably just go forever. Honestly.
Oh yeah, especially having different people from different esports, maybe person from Overwatch talk about Overwatch or talk about Counter-Strike, different things,
Exactly.
stuff that I don't really know a whole lot about. But yeah, man, I appreciate it coming out and hanging out with me for an hour, talking about a whole bunch of good stuff. A lot of people's going to know about you. Hope a lot of people that's watching this will go follow my boy PJ here. Again, it's Shilly PJ on Twitter, and then Shilly the Great at twitch.tv.
With an A.
With a A. Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming out. We'll have to do this again, man. We'll have to bring you back on the Tiro Cast.
Absolutely, brother.
If there's any, who would you like to see on here before we end this? Who would be great to have on the next one?
You should get I don't know if you've talked to him or how often you talk to Static, but you got to get Static on here, dude. That guy is great.
Yeah, I thought about it.
I'm his biggest fan right now, honestly.
I gotta talk to him. Yeah, I had to probably DM him and try and work something out with him. I know that man streams a lot at night, so it'd probably have to be like right before he starts streaming.
Yeah, he's from Canada too, so.
Really?
I don't know what that means, but everyone from Canada is cool.
Yeah, he was pretty chill when we played Battalion with him. But yeah, man, it's been a good one. I'm excited to go through and put this out on YouTube and stuff. Hopefully we get a good viewer count on all this. Had some people watching it live. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the live session here. And yeah, it's been a great one. Thanks for coming out, Shilly.
Thanks for having me, brother.
All right. We'll see you next time.